in the league phase with a come-from-behind 3-2 win over Germany's Frankfurt last time out, taking their points tally from losing positions to a joint competition high of 7. They slumped for a 2-0 domestic defeat at the weekend. That saw several key players rested. It's obvious that this is the priority for the Azerbaijan champion. So here are the lineups this evening. First of all, Liverpool. So it's Alisson in goal, back 4 from left to right. Robertson, Van Dijk, Gravenberg and Frimpong. Midfield trio of Szoboszlai, McAllister and Wirtz. Front 3, Gakpo, Ekitike and Salah. Their substitute benches as follow. A lot of youth on there. Chiesa, Endo, Kirkes, Mamadashvili, Morrison, Nalo, Nguma, Anyoni and Woodman. And for the visitors, the lineup is thus. They've got Pachalski in goal. Back 4, looks like they're sort of playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, I would say. Kavalkiev, left back Medina, and Mustafazadeh, the centre backs. Matheus Silva at right back, Jankovic and Pedro Bicaltho holding in midfield behind Zuba, Montiel, Leandro Andrade over on the right, and Duran leading the line. Liverpool are going to get us underway in the first half in their usual home strip of all red. It's the all white for Qarabag. Liverpool in the first half playing from right to left, so they'll be attacking the Anfield Road end towards our left-hand side. Our referee for this evening is Ivan Krusliak from Slovakia. Game gets underway. Simple for Liverpool. A win. They're 3 points this evening in the Champions League, and they are automatically through to the last 16. And also, it'll be a top 4 finish as well, which can be very important come later on in the tournaments with the draw and home and away fixtures, etc. Liverpool lose possession on the halfway line, and Qarabag come forward. That's a good challenge from Frimpong inside the centre circle to win one back for Liverpool. Ekitike's back there helping him out as well as it goes back to captain Van Dijk. Van Dijk sweeps one out towards the far side. See what he was doing, looking for Salah over on that far side. Clear towards the halfway line from Qarabag, but Liverpool will pick up the pieces. Here's Szoboszlai inside the centre circle. Gravenberg towards his right-hand side, and he finds the Dutchman, who finds his fellow Dutchman to the left of the centre circle. It's Virgil van Dijk again, back towards the yellow-booted Gravenberg, brings it forward, just trickles it over the halfway line, ball on his right-hand side, closed down by the number 17, who is Camilo Duran, the Colombian, and in the end it comes back to Van Dijk. Low ball out towards this near side, a little bit of space opening up for Cody Gakpo, cuts infield, low ball towards the edge of the penalty area to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz out towards the left-hand sard of the penalty area, and Andy Robertson tries to get the ball in first time, but it's hit the left back, who is Karfiev, and it's gone out of play for a throw-in for Liverpool. They've lost their way. Qarabag clear long down the line. That one's going to go out of play, though, is it? Down this near side. Indeed it is, and it'll be a throw-in for Liverpool. So as the goals go in, as the table changes throughout the evening, we'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. It's going to be a very, very busy evening across the continent. 16 games going on as Qarabag have a throw-in down this near side to be taken by Matheus Silva. Throws a long one back towards the edge of the 18-yard, and then long from Medina. It's one to chase over on the far side, and Zuba's picked it up. He's almost level with the Liverpool penalty area, and that's a little bit of a worry because Frimpong has gone down. This does not look good early on. I spoke earlier before start of play about the injury worries that Liverpool have at the back, and Frimpong has gone down seemingly of his own accord, and trainer is on. Inside the first 3 minutes here at Anfield, an early concern for Arne Slot and for Liverpool with Jeremy Frimpong, who came in the summer, and already there's movement on the bench as Liverpool contemplate an early change. Let's just have a look at this. Oh yeah, he pulled up. He ran over towards the far side. I tell you what, really sporting as well from the number 10, Abdallah Zuba, the French captain for Qarabag, because he was racing down that left-hand side. Frimpong came over, raced over to try and close him down, and he pulled up. And he was in an advanced position at the time, the Frenchman as well. He could have continued down the left-hand flank, maybe got a ball into the box, but he sportingly, didn't have to, sportingly put the ball out of play for a Liverpool throw-in to allow Frimpong to receive attention, allow the trainer to come on. And unfortunately, it's going to be the end of the evening for Jeremy Frimpong. More bad news for Liverpool at the back. They're so stretched. Just a reminder, they're playing Gravenberg in the centre of defence. Andy Robertson a few days ago was leaving, and he was on his way to North London. He was on his way to Spurs. That was pulled, no surprises, and it's the Japanese Endo who's coming on, and I assume he's going to slot in at right back, but we'll keep an eye on whether Arne Slot is going to shuffle the pack at all for Liverpool. But the throw-in was taken for Liverpool, and they sportingly gave the ball long. They just played it long back to Qarabag, but Qarabag themselves have gone long, and Liverpool have it now back towards the edge of the penalty area. Just to the left of the D is Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes long, left-footed down the centre towards Ekitike. There's the header clear. Good one as well from the Qarabag number 13, Mustafa Zada. Mustafa Zada out towards the halfway line for Qarabag. They've already had some very, very impressive results in the Champions League this season. They have surprised a lot of people, and you only need to speak to Chelsea about that, because they got a 2-2 draw at home to Chelsea. They also beat Frankfurt from Germany by 3-2 last time out, and they're coming forward at the moment and causing Liverpool some problems. Ball on the edge of the penalty area. It's just Van Dijk just sees that out towards this near side. They still have possession though, with the Brazilian Matias Silva. Holds it up down this near side, and then the ball inside almost is cut out by Ekitike, but they've continued. And here again is the number 2, Matias Silva, clips one in towards the penalty area. There's Van Dijk with a cushioned header out towards this near side, and Andy Robertson goes long, left-footed towards the halfway line. A little flick on by Ekitike, almost found Florian Wirtz, cut out down this near side, but Liverpool win it back again. Cody Gakpo onto Ekitike, just to the left of the D, gets a little flick on, but it's only to a white shirt inside the centre circle. And the visitors have it again with Jankovic. Jankovic loses possession. Can Liverpool make him pay? Ball out towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. Square across the 18 line. There's queuing up inside the penalty. Wirtz is going to have a shot. Didn't look convincing at all, the German. It got blocked anyway. Clear towards the edge of the penalty area. Another shot comes in, which is blocked. And it's pinball on the edge of that penalty area. Wirtz had a shot. And the next shot that came in for Liverpool was McAllister. Cleared out towards this near side. And they can, well, I can't say they can take a breather, Qarabag, but they at least have possession back after Liverpool had a series of efforts on goal, all which were blocked. Inside the Liverpool penalty area now is Medina, goes long out towards the far side, and first touch for Endo, and indeed Endo, the Japanese, is playing over on the far side in the Liverpool right back position, and he gets there to get his first touch and play it low back to Alisson. Alisson goes low out to Virgil van Dijk, who advances towards the halfway line. A lot of criticism for the Liverpool captain for the performance over the weekend in that defeat against Bournemouth. A topsy-turvy one down on the south coast, where Liverpool trailed by 2-0, came back to 2 apiece, only to be beaten with pretty much the last kick of the game by 3-2 to the Cherries. Here come Liverpool down the left-hand side. Low ball into the box from Andy Robertson. That one's headed clear by Mustafa Zada. It's got a lot on it as well towards the halfway line. They're not afraid to get numbers forward here, Qarabag. There's the ball diagonally from right to left towards the right-hand side of the penalty area, and here's Leandro Andrada just being held up by McAllister, and Gakpo plays it square across the edge of the 18-yard line. They need an outlet over on the left-hand side, but indeed they decide to go out towards this near side, and actually safety first all the way back towards the halfway line of Jankovic. Jankovic just to the right of the centre circle, closed down by the peroxide-haired Hugo Ekitike, who is Liverpool's top scorer in all competitions this season. He's got 12 to his name, the Frenchman, as Qarabag go all the way back to the goalkeeper. They work it out towards this near side, and Matias Silva couldn't clear. Down the line he goes to Pedro Bicalho. Gives it away on the edge of the penalty area, and Ekitike wasn't quite onto it quick enough. And they've managed to clear down towards this near side. Florian Wirtz is trying to win the ball back off of Medina, but Medina's done well. Eventually, though, loses possession to Andy Robertson. 1-2 between himself and Florian Wirtz, and then gives it away when he tries to play in Gakpo just on the left-hand corner of the penalty area for Liverpool. It's back inside the penalty area. Medina, they're intent on playing it out from the back, and to be fair, 2 or 3 times Liverpool look like they've had them, and they've managed to come out, and they've managed to beat the press, and they've done exactly that as they work their way towards the halfway line. The Azerbaijan champions. 8 minutes played here at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Qarabag 0. I will give you updates on the other scores every 10 minutes or so. There's going to be goals flying in left, right and centre, you feel, and we will do a check every 10 minutes or so when we get a break in play. Been quite a fast and furious start though here at Anfield. Here come Qarabag now over the halfway line, out towards the right side of the penalty. A shot, a really poor one. Real opportunity, biggest moment of the game so far. Fell to Camilo Duran. Slipped in on the right side of the penalty area. Decided to take the shot on first time. Was he onside? Yes, he was. He's been played onside. Tried to curl it towards the goalkeeper's right-hand side. Didn't get any curl in it whatsoever. And it was almost, it was the equivalent of a pass back, really, to Alisson. It was a really poor effort from the Colombian. Should have done a lot better. The build-up play was superb from Qarabag, but the finish from Camilo Duran certainly did not match it. Liverpool with possession now on the halfway line, left of centre circle. Van Dijk inside the centre circle to his centre-back partner this evening, Ryan Gravenberg. Liverpool already having to make a change inside the first 3 minutes. Jeremy Frimpong pulling up. More injury worries for Liverpool at the back. Endo having to come on and replace him at right back. Ekitike now, left-hand corner of the penalty. He's got 4 white shirts around him. He manages to smuggle it back out towards Andy Robertson. Down towards the byline he goes, but I think there was a flag up, was there? Indeed there was. Nearly 10 minutes played here at Anfield. It's Liverpool 0, Qarabag 0. And so, what's going on elsewhere? Well, Arsenal 1, Carrot 1. That's top v bottom in the table. Victor Gyökeres gave Arsenal the lead within a couple of minutes, and Jorginho with the equaliser for Carrot after 7 minutes. So it's 1 apiece there at Emirates. Arsenal just need a draw. A point will see them top. They may well finish top even if they lose that game, actually, depending on goal difference. Athletic Bilbao have taken the lead against Sporting Lisbon. Oyan Sanchez got the goal for them. Barcelona are training against Copenhagen. Well, that could be huge. Victor Dadason has got that goal for the Danes. Club Brugge are 1 up against Marseille. Mamadou Diakon has got the goal in the 4th minute there. All other games are goalless. No, there's just been a goal, actually. PSG, the reigning champions, have just taken the lead against Newcastle United. So it's 1-0 in the French capital. And what that means, everything else is goalless. What that means at the moment as far as the top 8 goes, Arsenal top on 22, Bayern on 19. That's your top 2. PSG, Real, Liverpool would be 5th, Man City 6th, 7th Spurs, 8th Chelsea. So there would be 5 English teams in the top 8, quite incredibly. And the likes of Inter Milan, Barcelona, Juventus, Borussia Dortmund would have to settle for the playoffs. And as for Qarabag, who we're watching here, they will be safely in there at 17th place. Long way to go yet, though, as Qarabag have possession down this near side with the number 2, Mateus Silva. Plays one across the edge of the 18-yard line, straight to Dominic Szoboszlai. Now Liverpool could break over the halfway line, and Salah manages to smuggle it out towards this near side. Here's Hugo Ekitike advancing towards the edge of the penalty area. Ball in his right foot, he's going to go for the shot. Oh, curls towards the far post, couple of yards wide of the goalkeeper's left-hand post. Big smile on the face of the Frenchman. Just opened the body up there, you can see exactly what he was trying to do. Curl it towards that far post. And the keeper appeared to have it covered, but it could have snuck in that far post. Just looking at a replay of it now. Well, I'm not sure the keeper did have it covered, actually. He was late getting down. It's a good effort by Ekitike. Not on target. Still goalless here at Anfield. Goal kick for Qarabag, and it'll be taken by Medina. Go out to the goalkeeper. Goes out towards the right-hand side of his penalty area. Mustafa Zada goes long towards the halfway line. Headed back towards this near side for Liverpool. And then long down the line by Qarabag. Over the halfway line they come. And they're not afraid to get numbers forward when they do break, but they've lost possession inside the centre circle there through Marko Jankovic, the Montenegro player. And Liverpool tidy up and go back to Gravenberg. Square to Virgil van Dijk. Over the halfway line he goes. Andy Robertson has it. Now on to Cody Gakpo. 2 white shirts around him. Goes back to Robertson, and the Scot thought about playing it down the line because Gakpo continued that run down the left channel, but in the end he just opts for the more simple pass back towards his captain, left of the centre circle. Now Liverpool work it out towards the far side. Endo has it off the bench. Szoboszlai. Now it's Mo Salah. Flicks one in towards the far post, and stretching at the far post was Cody Gakpo. Couldn't quite get his studs on it, and it goes behind for a goal kick. It was an inviting delivery from the Egyptian from the edge of the penalty area. Curls one towards that far post. He's offside anyway, actually, looking at it. So if he had managed to connect with it and get it into the net, Cody Gakpo, it would have been ruled out. But it's a delicious delivery from Mohamed Salah. And he stretches out that right leg, Cody Gakpo. Can't quite get there, it's behind. And it's a goal kick for Qarabag. Goalkeeper is Mateusz Kuchalski. A pole. Goes long down the centre. Cleared by Liverpool out towards this near side, but retrieved by the visitors out towards the near side. That's a loose one, though. Will it be picked up by Andy Robertson, who goes back to Virgil van Dijk. Just a loose touch, more than anything else, by Leandro Andrada. Long one now for Liverpool down towards the near side, and racing down is Cody Gakpo. Can he keep the ball in play? Indeed he can. Makes his way inside the penalty area, left-hand side of the penalty area. Held up, has to go back to Ekitike, does he? Ekitike's waiting, picks the ball up eventually, steadies himself. Is he going to get the ball into the box? And in the end, he looks to win the corner. He's done exactly that. He's just played the ball off of Matthias Silva, and Liverpool get the first corner of the evening in the 15th minute here at Anfield, where it's still Liverpool 0, Qarabag 0. Just one opportunity really so far, and that fell for Camilo Duran, the Colombian for Qarabag, who fluffed his lines really when he was fed inside the Liverpool penalty area. Just hit it straight at Alisson. Comfortable save for the Brazilian. Liverpool then looking to benefit here from a set piece, their first of the evening. Dominic Szoboszlai. It's been Liverpool's player of the season this season, I would say, and it comes right footed towards that near post, flicked on. Oh, they're queuing up at the far post. Did it cross the line? A header towards goal, and the referee points to the centre, and McAllister with the header at the far post. It's gone over the line. It was cleared initially, but the referee confirms he has had the nod from the watch. Confirmation that that ball from Alexis McAllister crossed the line, and on the quarter of an hour mark, Liverpool have the lead here at Anfield. It's Liverpool 1, Qarabag 0, and it's Alexis McAllister from a set piece, played in by Dominic Szoboszlai. He got a little flick on at the near post. Just looking at a replay of it now, it's Ekitike who gets the flick on. There was McAllister. Yeah, definitely over the line. The keeper does very, very well to palm it away, but you can see from the camera angle right on the goal line that it just gone beyond the goal line before the goalkeeper Mateusz Kuchalski could palm it clear, and he headed it from literally about a yard, maybe 2 yards out, McAllister, and Liverpool have the lead that they so wanted early on here at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Qarabag 0. Alexis McAllister with the opener. Just what the doctor ordered, and Qarabag almost giving possession away again midway inside their own half, but they've managed to snuggle it away and out towards the far side. And Kafarquiliev has it, wins the throw-in. Throw-in for the visitors on the halfway line down there, left-hand side. And interesting that Liverpool have got the breakthrough via a set piece. He, on a slot, did say about Qarabag, talking about Qarabag before kick-off, he said he thought they were quite comparable to what they play in the Premier League, with a direct style of play, which we've seen so much in the Premier League this season, with so many goals from long balls, so many goals from set pieces, corners, free kicks, long throw-ins as well. He said they've got fast attackers, and I think that's the reason they've got the 10 points. These attackers, these forward players, have a lot of pace. We need to make sure we have the ball because we have so many defensive players on the pitch. And second of all, because they're a real threat if they have possession. Well, they have possession at the moment down this near side. Midway inside the Liverpool half. Matthias Silva, ball towards the edge of the penalty area. That comes to nothing as it goes through to Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson. They've had a couple of bright moments down that right-hand side that have come to nothing. Which is exactly what happened there. Gravenberg at the edge of the penalty area. Goes back to Alisson. Low ball out this time to Szoboszlai. He's got McAllister over on the far side. He sends it back to the goal scorer McAllister, to Szoboszlai. Then it goes out towards the far side. Here's Endo. Endo then right side of the back four for Liverpool this evening following that injury to Jeremy Frimpong. Here's Gravenberg again. Square to Van Dijk. Midway inside the Liverpool half. Returns the favour by going back to his Dutch counterpart. Now Szoboszlai, right hand side of the centre circle, goes back to, or over towards that far side, and Endo again. Infield it goes to Gravenberg. Patient build up this from Liverpool. They've had the ball for at least a good couple of minutes without getting over the halfway line, and still we await that as Wirtz comes deep and plays it back to Andy Robertson down this near side. Now Van Dijk. Van Dijk's going to go long. Looks for Salah over on the far side. Touches it off and back to Endo. Back it goes to Salah over on the far side. Ekitike's made his way over there as well. Here is Hugo Ekitike just retreating back towards the halfway line to retain possession for Liverpool. Then makes a direct run towards the edge of the penalty area. Loses possession and Qarabag can bring it clear. They lose possession inside the centre circle, but unfairly, says the referee. That'll be a free kick to the visitors. Good run as well from, I think it was Montiel. The number 9, Jonathan Montiel, the Spaniard. Free kick then for Qarabag, managed by Gurbanov, former Azerbaijan international. And the dominant force, Qarabag, in Azerbaijan football. And with a real opportunity, even if they lose tonight, as I mentioned before, to go through to the playoff round for the first time. First time for any Azerbaijan side as well. 12 times they've won the Azerbaijan Premier League. They're second at the moment, just 4 points behind Sabah at the top, battling for another title. Here's Florian Wirtz down this near side for Liverpool, midway inside the Azerbaijan half, goes for the 1-2 between himself and McAllister, and then comes in centrally, long ball down the centre towards Hugo Ekitike. It's got too much on it. Hugo Ekitike did get a little flick on, but it just harmlessly goes through to the Qarabag goalkeeper. We've played 20 minutes here at Anfield. It's Liverpool 1, Qarabag 0. As we give you some updates from across Europe, Arsenal now 2-1 up. Kai Havertz has got that one, so Arsenal 2, Qarabag 1. Havertz has been out for a long time, hasn't he? That'll do him some good. Riddled with injuries as he's been the last year or so. Ekitike does really well to win the ball back for Liverpool. Now then, here he comes towards the edge of the penalty area. Front Wirtz. Wirtz for 2-0. 2-0 Liverpool. Easy as you like. Right-footed, low into the bottom corner towards the goalkeeper's right-hand side. And Liverpool are starting to turn on the style here at Anfield now. After a slow start, they've got 2 in 5 minutes. And it's Florian Wirtz with his 5th goal of the season in all competitions, and Liverpool are well on their way here to automatic qualification to the last 16 of the Champions League and a top 4 finish as well. It's Liverpool 2, Qarabag 1, and it's a second for Liverpool, and it'll be an assist for Hugo Ekitike. Lovely finish low towards the goalkeeper's right hand side, didn't even bother really diving for it, to be fair, and Florian Wirtz gets the goal. Lovely tidy goal for him, and Liverpool are in cruise control here at Anfield. Elsewhere then, Arsenal 2, Qarabag 1 I mentioned. It's now Athletic Club 1, Sporting 1. Ousmane Diamande's got the equaliser for the Portuguese side. Barcelona still trailing, by the way, goal to 0 Copenhagen. That could be the big, one of the big storylines tonight. Atletico Madrid, Bodo Glimt 1-0 to Atletico. Sasha Zorloff has got that goal for Diego Simeone's men. Leverkusen have taken the lead against Villarreal. They're having a terrible time. They're having a good time domestically, Villarreal. They really are. They're 3rd at the moment in La Liga, but really struggling. Just going to break off a minute because Qarabag are coming forward here, and they've got numbers forward. Just on the edge of the penalty area, Leandro Andrada still going. Got 3 red shirts around him. Pokes it out towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. Down towards the ball, and it goes. There's the cross. There's the header, and headed a cross goal in the end from Matías Silva. I thought he could have gone for goal, to be fair. Headed across the 6-yard area, and it's on the volley. A clearance from Virgil van Dijk out of play down this near side, and it's a throw-in for Qarabag, level with the edge of their own penalty area down their right-hand side, and it'll be taken by the aforementioned Brazilian Matías Silva. Goes towards the right-hand corner of the penalty area, but there's McAllister to clear up. Down the line it goes. Can they keep the ball in play? Cody Gakpo has kept the ball in play. Here's Hugo Ekitike. He's challenged, loses possession, and here come Qarabag again towards the edge of the Liverpool penalty area. Slightly fortuitously, Dominic Soboslai has won possession back for Liverpool, and suddenly Liverpool are on the attack again, looking for a third. And here inside the right side of the penalty area, this is Cody Gakpo, ball on his left foot. Took too long to get the shot in, the Dutchman. Allowed the challenge to come in, and then he concedes the foul inside the penalty area when desperately trying to win the ball back. Big chance for Liverpool to make it 3. So Bayer Leverkusen are 1 up against Villarreal. Malik Tillman has got the goal for the Germans there. Club Brugge now 2 up against Marseille. Romeo Vermont's got the second there for the Belgians. Man City 1 up against Galatasaray. You know who scored that one. And Chelsea have taken the lead as well against Napoli. Enzo Fernandez with a penalty. Chelsea playing against their old manager's side, of course. And Conte manager for Napoli, the Italian champions. Pafos, the Cypriot Minnows, are 1-up against Slavia Prague. Haven't got the goal scorer for that one. PSG still 1-up against Newcastle, by the way. So all that means is that Arsenal top with 24, Bayern then on 19, Liverpool now up to third with 18, PSG on 16, Real Madrid 16, Chelsea 16, Man City 16, Atletico Madrid 16. So they're into the top 8 as well now. So Spurs slip out of it. Here come Liverpool again, edge of the penalty area, just slightly overran though by Gravenberg, I think it was. Cleared out towards the far side, and Zuber is there. He does well actually win a throw as he plays it off of Ryan Gravenberg. It's a throw in for Qarabag, level with the edge of their own penalty area down their left-hand side. Nearly 25 minutes played here at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Qarabag 0 as they play out from the back. Here's Medina. He goes back to the goalkeeper, left-hand side of his 6-yard area. Low ball out towards this near side. And again, intent on playing out from the back, the Azerbaijan champions. Lovely ball over the halfway line now. Lovely turn as well by Jankovic. Jankovic, low ball out towards the left-hand side. They've got 1, 2, 3 players inside the penalty area waiting for a delivery. When's this delivery going to come in? We're still waiting for it. It still doesn't come in from Karpagenovic. And in the end, Karpagenovic loses possession, and suddenly Liverpool are on the attack. Now here's Mohamed Salah, edge of the penalty area, ball on his left foot. There's the cross. It's not a good one at all from the Egyptian, and it's gone well behind for a goal kick for Qarabag. End-to-end stuff. Well, it was held up, and there was a shout for a penalty, by the way, at the other end as Liverpool cleared possession. Don't think it's going to be, well, it will be looked at by VR, but I don't think anything's going to come of it, let's put it that way. 25 minutes, Liverpool 2, Qarabag 0. Liverpool would be in third, only 2 places below where they finished last season. Of course, their domestic form has really dropped off this season. They were running away with the Premier League by this time last season, weren't they? Top of the Champions League as well. Well, their Champions League form really bar that absolute pasting they took at home to PSV Eindhoven, which was a real shock. Their Champions League form has been good this season, it really has. And another win by the looks of things this evening, unless something incredible happens here. Leading by 2-0 Wirtz on to Szoboszlai. First time ball back to Virgil van Dijk over on that far side down the line. That one goes towards the halfway line, and Endo has it back to Szoboszlai. Beautiful ball by the Hungarian under the outside of the boot, out towards Mohamed Salah now, looking to make a run at the Qarabag left back, slips it through towards Florian Wirtz. It's not going to find the German, and Qarabag can bring it clear on the edge of their own penalty area. Lovely turn as well by the number 8 Jankovic. On it goes towards the halfway line. The ball out towards this near side now to Matthias Silva. Ball across the edge of the 18-yard line. Montiel back to goal. He's got to work it out towards the left-hand side, and it's a poor ball out towards the far side, which Mo Salah will retrieve for Liverpool. Goes back down the line towards Endo, just on the right-hand side of his penalty area. Forward it goes to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai just walking the ball forward towards the halfway line for Liverpool. Thought about going long down the centre. In the end, he drills it diagonally from right to left. It's a beautiful ball as well, taken down on the chest by Andy Robertson. Low ball across the edge of the 18-yard line to Cody Gakpo, who has a shot straight at the keeper. Nice and comfortable for Mateusz Kuchelski. I think Gakpo has been another of the better performers for Liverpool this season. As I said, they have dropped off. Some of the new signings haven't performed maybe the way they wanted them to. That's a beautiful turn, by the way, down this near side by Montiel, and then swept out towards the left-hand side for Qarabag. Left-hand side of the penalty area. They need to get numbers forward here, the Azerbaijanis. Down towards the byline it goes. There's the attempted cross. It's cut out by Endo at the expense of Qarabag's first corner of the evening in the, 29th minute here at Anfield. Just coming up to the halfway point, and the one apiece as far as set pieces. Of course, that's where this game changed. It was pretty even up until the moment where Liverpool got their first corner. They scored from it with that McAllister header, and they've been on top ever since. Abdullah Zuber, the Qarabag captain, is going to take the corner over on the far side. It's going to be right-footed in swing. It's a terrible corner, really low towards the near post. Cleared at the near post by Florian Wirtz. Back into the mix it goes, out towards this near side now for the Azerbaijanis, but that's a misplaced pass and Dominic Soboslai has it back and then gives it away on the edge of the penalty area. Liverpool then win it back. Wirtz, they'll look to break quickly, but it's not a good ball by Wirtz, and in the end there's a shot that comes in from Medina, I think it is, from about 30 yards out, which sails into the cop towards our right-hand side. It's a goal kick for Liverpool. 29 minutes played here at Anfield. Liverpool cruising. And, well, they started off, didn't they, with that win against Atletico Madrid, that thrilling victory here at Anfield, that 3-2. They then went to Galatasaray, hard-fought game there that they lost by 1-0. Then they had that thumping victory at Frankfurt. Just going to break off a minute because Mo Salah racing down the right-hand side, cuts inside onto his left foot. Oh, it's a beautiful ball towards Florian Wirtz, whose first touch was a little bit heavy. Cleared out towards the far side, throw into Liverpool. Level with the edge of the Qarabag penalty area down the Liverpool right. Following that Frankfurt win, they had that 1-0 win against Real Madrid, and that flattered Real Madrid, that 1-0 defeat, really. They were far, far better than the Spanish Giants that night. Then that huge shot, losing 4-1 here against PSV Eindhoven. Then they followed it up with two very good victories, actually. Inter away, Marseille away, 1-0 and 3-0, no goals conceded, and now here they are at 2-0. So it was on a knife edge, I think, after that defeat to PSV Eindhoven. And then when they looked at those next two fixtures, away to Inter and away to Marseille, they were not guaranteed victories for Liverpool. They certainly weren't. They got the job done in both of them. They were the better team against Inter as it slipped through by Wirtz towards Ekitike. Cleared out towards the right side of the penalty area. And Wirtz has it again, finds Soboslai inside the D. Here's Ekitike. He's got so many white shirts around him. Back to goal. Goes back out to Cody Gakpo. Slips it towards Andy Robertson, left-hand side of the penalty area. It's a terrible ball in by McAllister, which sails over the goal towards our left-hand side into the Anfield Road end. It's behind. It's a goal kick. We have played half an hour here at Anfield. It's Liverpool 2, Qarabag 0. Elsewhere then, what else is going on across the continent? Well, Athletic Bilbao have gone 2-1 up against Sporting Lisbon. Gorka Goretzka has got that goal for the Spaniards. Real Madrid have taken the lead against Benfica, and you know who. I mentioned earlier with Man City, you know who has scored, Erling Haaland. Well, you know who has scored for Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe, the top scorer in the Champions League this season. I think that's 12 for him so far this season. He's having a prolific season, both in La Liga and in the Champions League, and he's given Real Madrid the lead against the Portuguese Giants. Manchester City 2 up against Galatasaray. Ryan Cherky's got that one, so Man City are doing what they need to do to get into the top 8, and that's it for the other games. And so as far as the table goes then, Manchester City, yes, they're in 7th, so it'll be at the moment Arsenal top, Bayern 2nd, then Real on 18, Liverpool on 18, 3rd and 4th, PSG 5th with 16, Chelsea then with 16, Man City with 16, Atletico Madrid with 16, Spurs in 9th place. Spurs, remember, are playing tonight against Eintracht Frankfurt. That's still goalless. They may need to win that one, Spurs, to go through. So as it stands, they're currently in 9th with 15, Atalanta with 14. So the likes of Inter, Barca, Juventus, Dortmund, Leverkusen, a lot of big names potentially going in to that playoff round. But at the moment, as it currently stands, 4 English teams as it is now going into the top 8. Here come Qarabag, long ball out towards this near side, held up by the corner flag by Leandro Andrada, who's been one of the better performers for the Azerbaijanis inside this first half an hour. Trailing by 2-0. Cross comes in from the right hand side. It's not a great delivery. Virgil van Dijk gets the header clear. Picked up by Medina just outside the centre circle though for Qarabag, who are camped inside the Liverpool half at the moment. They're giving it a go. They certainly are. I think they knew that a defeat tonight, and they're still almost certainly going through to the playoffs. It was a bit of a free hit for them. I think Liverpool certainly wanting to guarantee themselves a top 4 place for a slightly kinder draw. Though that remains to be seen, because of course last season they finished top and they ended up drawing Paris Saint-Germain in the last 16, who ended up as the eventual champions, of course. Qarabag with possession still, but they've gone all the way back towards the halfway line. Again, it's with Leandro Andrada. Andrade goes back to Medina, gets it back again, and then plays it low out towards the far side. Again, they've got 3-4 players forward inside the penalty area. The cross has got to come in, and in the end it does, and it's palmed clear, too close to the goalkeeper, palmed clear by Alisson, who probably could have held that, to be fair. And suddenly Liverpool are on the break, and Salah, if he gets the pass right, they could be in business. He doesn't get the pass right, and it's going all the way through to the goalkeeper. He had runners ahead of him. He had Ekitike, he had Cody Gakpo. He couldn't find either of them. Mo Salah, that sums up his season, really. As Qarabag come again over the halfway line. Slip through to the left-hand side of the penalty area. That one's shepherded through to Alisson by Virgil van Dijk. Good work by the Liverpool captain, just to ensure that that ball that was slipped through by Zubair wasn't going anywhere. The intention of finding the Colombian Duran inside the penalty area, but Van Dijk got ahead of him and ensured that that ball was going to go back to the Brazilian goalkeeper. Here's Florian Wirtz. 5 goals to his name now. He took his time to get going, didn't he, at Liverpool? Just couldn't get a goal for love nor money when he came to Anfield, but he's got 5 to his name now, so he's starting to repay some of that huge transfer fee that Liverpool paid via Leverkusen in the summer, of course. Forward goes Van Dijk to Szoboszlai. It's opened up a little bit for the Hungarian here, midway inside the Qarabag half, goes low out to Endo towards his right-hand side. He's got Salah ahead of him, leaves it for Salah, and then continues his run towards the edge of the penalty area. The Egyptian just holds it up though, then goes low to Ekitike, right hand side of the D. Ekitike turns and is back to goal at the moment, tries to smuggle it back towards Mo Salah. The Egyptian again, he just crowded out by white shirts, still has possession, manages to get it to Andy Robertson, takes one touch, goes for the shot, and it's fingertipped, I think, over the bar by the goalkeeper, is it? No, I think it's gone through and over into the Anfield Road end. Keeper, I think, had it covered, wasn't sure at first if he just got fingertips to it from the effort from the Scot just on the edge of the penalty area. No, he didn't. He put his arm out, but Robertson's shot in the end a good 2 or 3 yards over the bar towards our left-hand side and behind for a goal kick for Qarabag. They're going to get a free kick now for a challenge on the edge of the penalty area by Gravenberg. No yellow cards dished out. Referee is Ivan Krzyzliak from Slovakia. It will be a free kick though to Qarabag, and it'll be taken by Kevin Medina, the Colombian. Just plays the short one, gets the ball back immediately from Leandro Andrade. Goes around Szoboszlai as if he's not there. Lovely work from him. He's been a real bright spark in his first half for the visitors. Liverpool win it though back on the halfway line, and they're breaking with pace. They've got 4 forward here. It's Mo Salah, ball on his left foot. Szoboszlai for 3-0. No, he just plays it straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Played in by Mohamed Salah, right-footed shot first time, and the form that he's been in this season, you thought he's just going to bury that into the bottom corner, but he hit it straight at Mateusz Kurczowski, the Qarabag goalkeeper. Comfortable save for him, and Qarabag now have a free kick for a foul by the aforementioned Hungarian Szoboszlai over on the far side, just a couple of yards infield from that left-hand touchline. And still goalless, by the way, in that game between Eintracht Frankfurt and Spurs. That could be one to keep an eye on. Just hearing that Napoli have equalised against Chelsea. Give you the details in a second, because Liverpool are coming forward with Cody Gakpo. On it goes towards Mo Salah. I think he was just onside, just holds the ball up and then loses possession. I think he might have been offside anyway, Salah. The flag hasn't gone up though. Liverpool have actually stolen possession back over on the far side, but again, Salah's touch just not quite there at the moment. Saved his best performances, I think, for the AFCON. Couldn't quite get the trophy he wanted, though, in Morocco. Losing in the semi-finals to Senegal, of course. And against his former teammate, of course, Sadio Mane. Here's Szoboszlai just outside the centre circle. On it goes to McAllister. Now it's Salah. Can he prove me wrong? That was a nice touch by him. Wasn't a great touch though by Szoboszlai. He loses possession. Liverpool get it back though as the ball bounces kindly for Van Dijk. First time ball out towards Andy Robertson. Infield it goes to Wirtz. Now it's Ekitike back to Wirtz just outside the penalty area. Can he get the shot away? He can, and it hits the defender Mustafa Zada, and it's cleared. But it's back again with Soboslai, lines one up, takes a deflection, could have gone anyway. The keeper was diving one way, the ball went the other, and it could have gone absolutely anywhere. Well, it went well right at the goalkeeper's right-hand post, but it has gone behind for a Liverpool corner. And it's one of those, it could have ended up anywhere. Soboslai takes the shot, hits the defender, who's Medina. The goalkeeper's already committed to diving towards his right-hand side, but the ball goes to his left. It could have ended up nestled in the back of the net, but luckily for Qarabag, it's ended up going well past the goalkeeper's right-hand post and behind for a corner for Liverpool. And remember, they've only had one corner so far this season, and they scored from that one. Dominic Soboslai to take it. It was a Soboslai corner from this near side, right-footed in, swinging, flicked on by Ekatike at the near post, and there was McAllister to head it in from about 2 yards out, palmed clear by the goalkeeper. Referee confirming that he'd had the notification on his watch that it had gone beyond the goal line. They've gone short this time. Soboslai to Verts, back to Soboslai, left-hand side of the penalty area, plays one in low towards the near post, cleared at that near post, out of play. Good work actually at the near post, and it'll be another throw for Liverpool, level with the edge of the penalty area, already taken. Verts now advances towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. Now Soboslai lines one up, right-footed, gets a shot away. It's blocked, comes back for Cody Gakpo. It's gone behind, and the last touch came off Cody Gakpo, much to his disappointment and dismay. He claims that it came off the Qarabag defender, and the referee says goal kick for Qarabag. 5 minutes to half-time here at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Qarabag 0. Arsenal have got a third against Korat, and that goal has been scored by Gabriel Martinelli. And Bodo Glimt have equalised actually against Atletico Madrid. Well, they've certainly surprised a few in this tournament, haven't they? What a win that was against Manchester City last time out, as Qarabag come forward. Just break up a minute because they've got a promising attack. Left-hand side of the penalty area. Here's Zubir. Zubir could have got the cross in then. There was plenty of white shirts inside the penalty area looking to get on the end of it, but in the end, all the way back to the halfway line it goes with Medina. Medina finds Mustafa Zada. Now Medina again, closed down by Florian Wirtz. Has to rush his ball out towards the left-hand side, but they do still retain possession, the Azerbaijanis. Lovely turn again from Leandro Andrada out towards the near side, the inside right position. It's slightly overrun, and that can allow Liverpool to win the ball back through Andy Robertson. And suddenly they're on the break again here, Liverpool. Over the halfway line they come. It's cut out though. Bounces out towards the far side. Can Mohamed Salah pick that one up for Liverpool? No, he can't. It's retrieved by Zuber over on the far side for the Azerbaijanis. Infield it goes to Jankovic, just outside the centre circle, racing towards the edge of the Liverpool penalty area. Again, goes down under a challenge. Fair one, says the referee. Liverpool can bring it away with Dominic Soboslai. Getting quite open at the moment. Liverpool know, with the pace that they have on the break, that they can hurt the Azerbaijan side at any stage, and they may hurt them now with Andy Robertson. Finds Hugo Ekatike, left-hand side of the penalty area, cuts onto his right boot, and makes his way across the 18-yard line, gets the shot away, right-footed. It's taken a little deflection, and it's gone behind for another Liverpool corner, their third of the evening. So Bodo Glimt have equalised against Atletico Madrid. That really could hurt Diego Simeone's men. One apiece there. Now Benfica have equalised against Real Madrid. Managed, of course, by Jose Mourinho, now the ex-Real Madrid man, and Andreas Schudderup has got the goal for the Portuguese. Bayer Leverkusen now 2 up against Villarreal. Malik Tillman has got the second. He's got a brace there this evening. And as I mentioned a moment ago, Napoli have equalised against Chelsea. Antonio Vergara has got that goal. Corner for Liverpool. And it comes from Soboslai, similar to the first one. Cleared towards the edge of the penalty. It comes back into the mix, and a shot comes in from Cody Gakpo. I think it was, and it's taken a little deflection and gone behind for another Liverpool corner. Just couldn't clear their lines this time, Qarabag. And in the end, I think it's just his shot, I think, has hit the... Did it hit the keeper? No, it's just hit the defender's stretched out leg. It was Leandro Andrada. It's good defending, actually. Corner then, first one from the far side. Liverpool right-hand side. Left-footed in swinger for Mohamed Salah. But before all that, the referee's just coming over and having a word with the Qarabag goalkeeper, I think, Matthias Kuchowski. Salah then about to step up, preparing this corner. Drills it in towards that near post. Cleared at the near post. That was the far side, retrieved by Salah. Back to Gravenberg. Gravenberg goes back out towards the right-hand touchline again. Salah almost level with the edge of the penalty area. Now Mohamed Salah, can he turn on the style here? Gets a cross in. It's a lovely cross. Must be another one. Oh, and it's headed wide by Cody Gakpo. I think it took a little deflection as it's gone behind. Did the keeper get a touch to that possibly? Lovely ball in by Mohamed Salah. And there was Cody Gakpo. Suddenly in space, they completely left him. And between defender and goalkeeper, they've somehow got it away. Just looking at a replay of it. Well, the defender, who was Medina, was stood right in front of the goalkeeper, but I think he got a palm to it in the end. Liverpool have got a fifth corner. They go short with Soboslai, gets the ball back, right-footed ball towards the far post. Ekitike is there, heads it down, but the flag is up. Over on the far side, it might have been a push actually. Virgil van Dijk, I think. Minute till half-time, and Liverpool 2, Qarabag 0. Liverpool are cruising. So Napoli have equalised against Chelsea. That could be a big goal. Benfica have equalised against Real Madrid. And the table now, Arsenal top, Bayern second, Liverpool third, PSG fourth, Real Madrid fifth now, Man City sixth, Spurs seventh. Spurs are now into seventh. Atletico Madrid eighth. And just a reminder that Spurs are level at the moment. They thought they might have to win that game. Well, as it stands, they might not have to because Spurs are in 7th, Atletico Madrid 8th, and Atalanta missing out on goal difference. Newcastle on 13 along with Inter, and Chelsea suddenly are out of that top 8. That's a Barcelona, of course. And well, I'm hearing now that Napoli have taken the lead. Rasmus Højlund, remember him from Manchester United, the Dane? Well, it never really worked out for him at Old Trafford, did it? But it's certainly working out for him in the south of Italy because he's banging them in for Antonio Conte's men, and he's got a second for Napoli. They've turned it around. Chelsea led that game by a goal to nil through Enzo Fernandez, and goals from Vergara and now Rasmus Højlund mean it's Napoli 2, Chelsea 1, and that could really hurt Chelsea. It puts them down in 12th in the table if it stays the same, and they will be going through the playoffs. Qarabag, well, they'll be going through the playoffs by the looks of things, even losing this game by 2 goals to nil as they are against Liverpool. They're still in 23rd position and safely in the playoffs. Liverpool are going to finish in the top 4 as it stands. Qarabag have possession. We're in stoppage time, by the way, at the end of the first half here at Anfield. 2 minutes to play. We've played one of them, and it's Qarabag coming forward, looking to get one back before half-time, can they? And it won't fall kindly. It nearly did for Leandro Andrade just on the left of the D, and Liverpool can clear. And Mohamed Salah suddenly coming forward, goes down the centre towards Hugo Ekitike, cut out by Medina, but it'll fall for Liverpool again inside the centre circle, and then it's lost by McAllister. Can Montiel take advantage for Qarabag? Here he comes, rides one, challenge, rides two. Brilliant move from him out towards the right-hand side of the penalty area, just forcing the ball a little bit wide for Leandro Andrade. Still has possession though, and then goes back down the line to Mateus Silva. 30 seconds of stoppage time remaining at the end of the first. Liverpool 2 to the good here at Anfield, and on their way to a top 4 finish in the Champions League group phase. And Qarabag, who were in a promising position there, have given the ball away, and Liverpool will clear long towards the halfway line. But it's Leandro Andrade retrieving things for Qarabag to Jonathan Montiel, the Spaniard. Down the centre it goes. One last chance for a goal here before half-time, maybe. Out towards the left-hand side of the penalty area, just held up by Zuber. Zuber needs to get the ball into the box, surely. He plays it back, though, towards the inside left position. Held up by Jankovic. Jankovic now, is he going to get the ball into the box? He's just crowded out by Liverpool players. Liverpool will clear, and that will be that for the first half. There goes the half-time whistle, and it's goals from Alexis McAllister in the 15th minute, Florian Wirtz in the 21st. Liverpool are on their way to the last 16 with automatic promotion with a top 8 finish here in the Champions League group phase. Half-time here at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Liverpool 2, Qarabag 0. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Headed clear by Medina. On the edge of the penalty area, it's loose and volleyed clear by Jankovic out towards this near side. Nobody there in a white shirt to retrieve it, and Liverpool will have it once again. But that could be a big goal for Tottenham Hotspur. Here come Liverpool again. Mo Salah inside the penalty area. Ball onto his left foot, hits Medina. He had space there, Salah. I think he maybe should have shot first time, just allowed Medina just to close him down, and that was enough for the Egyptian shot to hit the Colombian. And it's gone out of play down this near side, and it'll be a Medina throw midway inside their own half down the Qarabag left-hand side. Liverpool had to make a change early in the first few minutes. An injury to Jeremy Frimpong, and Endo, the Japanese, has had to come on and play right back for them. Salah again, edge of the penalty area, goes down. And it just lost his footing there, I think, did he? Well, no, the referee's going to give a free kick here, right on the edge of the penalty area. This is Dominic Szoboszlai territory, if ever I saw it. I thought he just overran it. So let's just have a quick look. No, he did. There was a little touch there on his left foot from Pedro Bacalhau, the Brazilian, which has resulted in a free kick for Liverpool right on the edge of the penalty area. And this could be a big moment for Liverpool, already leading by 2-0. Now with a free kick right on the D, to the right of the D. Szoboszlai and Salah are the two stood in front of it at the moment, and the two most likely to have a crack here for Arne Slot's men. No changes were made at half-time, by the way. I'll give you the lineups. Liverpool, Alisson in goal, back four from left to right, Robertson, Van Dijk, Gravenberg, and now Endo, Szoboszlai, McAllister and Wirtz in the middle of the field, Gakpo, Ekitike and Salah up front for Liverpool. Kuchelski in goal for the Azerbaijanis. Karfal Kuliev, Medina, Mustafa Zada and Mateus Silva the back four. Jankovic, Petro, Baralho, Zuba, Montiel and Leandro Andrada in midfield, and Duran up front, who missed a good opportunity actually to give Qarabag the lead when the game was still goalless. Liverpool still preparing this free kick. Florian Wirtz has also come over now for the Reds. Cop end here at Anfield. 4 minutes played at the start of the second. And Salah, I assume, he's complaining to the referee about something. I assume he's complaining about the wall not being back 10 yards. Referee is Ivan Krusliak, and it looks to all of the world as if it's going to be Mo Salah. It would slightly suit the left foot of Salah rather than the right foot of Szoboszlai, because it is to right of centre. He's not had the best of evenings so far, Mohamed Salah, but that could all change here. Or will it be Szoboszlai with the right boot? Liverpool now ready with this free kick. Up steps Mo Salah, left-footed. Oh, he curls it into the far corner. That is vintage Mo Salah. Well, I tell you what, he's not had the best of evenings so far. His touch has deserted him, but it certainly didn't there. From 18 yards out, right on the 18-yard line, he stepped up left-footed, curled it beyond Matthias Kuchelski, and Mo Salah gets his 6th goal of the season and puts this one to bed 5 minutes into the second half. It's Liverpool 3, Qarabag 0. And it's the Egyptian once more. Mo Salah, 5 minutes into the second. Free kick, edge of the D. It's a beautiful finish into the top corner. The keeper stood no chance whatsoever. Hits it towards the goalkeeper's right-hand side. Tucks it into the corner. The keeper's not going to get there. And Mo Salah has his goal. And Liverpool have comfort now, real comfort in this second half. Knowing, safe in the knowledge, that they are going to qualify in the top 8. Straight through to the last 16 and in the top 4 as well. It's all going Liverpool's way here at Anfield. And it's all going Mohamed Salah's way now after a disappointing first half, I would say, for the Egyptian. Barcelona have equalised against Copenhagen. Robert Lewandowski has got that goal. Robert Lewandowski, as they call him. One of the most prolific goal scorers in Champions League history. Well, the Pole has equalised. And Qarabag are going to get a free kick over on the far side for a foul on Jonathan Montiel. So Barca are level. And Slavia Prague have equalised against Paphos. That's one apiece. Stefan Chalupek has got that goal for Slavia. And still PSG 1. Newcastle 1. That could be a big scoreline for the Geordies. And as it stands, if it stays the same way, that scoreline, then both teams will go through to the top 8. So it could work out for both sides, but that remains to be seen, of course. Lots could change. Here come Liverpool again. Florian Wirtz bursting forward. Leaves it for Salah. Salah knocks it on towards Ekitike. Can he smuggle it back towards Salah? Just inside the D. No, he can't. And Qarabag can clear long, but they're having fun now. They're enjoying this, Liverpool. They really are. This has almost certainly become, other than obviously finishing in the top 4 in the Premier League this season to get a Champions League spot, this is their priority now, you feel, this season, the Champions League. Szoboszlai, edge of the penalty area. Is he going to let one fly? Ball on his left foot, just pokes it out towards the inside left position. Eventually goes out to the left-hand side of the penalty area. Cody Gakpo, held up by 2 white shirts, goes for the 1-2 between himself and Salah. Doesn't work out, cleared long by Qarabag. They can't get out inside of the second half. They had a much better first half, actually, Qarabag. They had their chances, they had their opportunities, they had pretty much 50-50 possession-wise. I think the half-time stats were 51-41 and 51-49 in favour of Liverpool, but Liverpool have stepped it up at the start of the second half, and the Azerbaijan champions can't cope with them. A cross comes in from the far post from the far side, and Mohamed Salah has a swipe at it, which is sliced out towards the far side, and Qarabag can now bring the ball clear through Jonathan Montiel, tracked by Dominic Szoboszlai. Goes down the line, they give possession back to Liverpool. Ekitike, edge of the penalty area, finds Salah, back to Ekitike. There's the shot, might fall back to Salah following the block. Can't get the ball out from under his feet, and in the end, Qarabag have cleared, but they are really struggling here to handle Liverpool. They are hot right now, the Premier League champions. Here's Van Dijk, left-hand side of the centre circle. Goes out towards the far left-hand side. Andy Robertson now with a cross. Ekitike, oh dearie me, got the header all wrong. That was a real opportunity for number 4. And really misguided that header. Got in between the 2 defenders. It's got to do better there, Ekitike. It's got right underneath it. It's a horrible header. And it's behind for a goal kick for Qarabag. And we played 8 minutes at the start of the second half. It's Paphos, the Cypriot Minnows, have gone back in front against Slavia Prague. They're having a good time, aren't they? Smallest club really in the Champions League. And Bruno Philippe has got the goal for them. So it's Paphos 2, Slavia Prague 1. And the only games now that are goalless, there are still a few actually where we haven't had a goal. And in fact, one of those has just been a goal, because Ajax 0, Olympiacos 1. Gelson Martins has got the goal for the Greeks. So that one is no longer goalless. It is still goalless between Borussia Dortmund and Inter Milan, and Monaco, Juventus, PSV, Bayern, and Union Saint-Gilloise against Atalanta. Liverpool coming again, looking for number 4, Ekitike, edge of the penalty area. Now it's Cody Gakpo. There's the shot, pushed clear by the goalkeeper behind for a corner. Lovely move from Liverpool. Cody Gakpo with the left-footed shot across the goalkeeper. Two-handed save. Good save by Matthias Kaczowski. Lovely move from Liverpool. It's a good effort by Cody Gakpo. Good save as well. And Liverpool will have their 6th corner of the evening. And that third goal just seems to have changed things. They're just, any pressure that there was just seems to have been lifted off of the Liverpool shoulders after that third goal. They're playing with fluency now. They're playing with confidence. And they're looking for more here just after 10 minutes in the second half. In comes the corner. And it's gone behind, but I think the last touch at the near post came off of Endo, I think it was. Corner came in from this near side. Left-footed in swinger. It's behind. It's a goal kick for Qarabag. And Qarabag still in a good position, despite trailing here at Anfield, despite almost certainly heading to defeat, as it appears they will be. Liverpool win it up back again, midway inside the Qarabag half, but then just overran by Mohamed Salah on that occasion. And that allows Zubair to clear. Down the centre he goes. Another 3 against 3 for a second. The ball's just been held out towards the far side it goes. Can they get the cross in here? It's with the fair-haired Montiel, and that's a loose one from him. And Van Dijk clears long. Van Dijk down the centre. I'll tell you what, that could work out, because Ekitike's onto it. Hugo Ekitike bearing down on goal, right-footed beyond the goalkeeper. 4-0 Liverpool, one end to the other. And the Frenchman, Liverpool's top scorer this season, has got 2 tonight. His 13th and 14th of the season. Just as Liverpool were defending at the far end, it was just a clearance, really, just a hacked clearance from Virgil van Dijk. Well, I'll tell you what, it set Hugo Ekitike free, and then suddenly he was bearing down on goal, the Frenchman, and he's found the goal, and he's got on the score sheet this evening. It's Liverpool 4 now, Qarabag 0, and it's Hugo Ekitike with his 13th of the season. And Liverpool were really enjoying themselves now here at Anfield. They really are. It's 4-0, and that's the second in this second half. Florian Wirtz, McAllister in the first half. Mo Salah, so I correct myself, it's Ekitike's first. It's not his second. It's his first, and he's made it 4-0 to Liverpool. And they are very comfortable. 4-0 to Liverpool, and I'm hearing there's been a goal at in the French capital. I'll just let you know about that in a second. The game between Paris Saint-Germain and Newcastle. Paris Saint-Germain, of course, the reigning champions in the Champions League, who had to go through the qualifications, the playoff round. And I'm hearing that Newcastle have taken the lead against, well, it's been checked by VAR. Joe Willock. Well, it flashed up to tell me that Newcastle have taken the lead through a second Joe Willock goal. He got the first goal, but it's been checked by VAR. We'll keep you updated on that. And it does remain currently one apiece. Slavia Prague are down to 10 men. Miserable evening for them. Paphos 2, Slavia Prague 1. And the player who has been sent off, just getting confirmation of that now. And my screen doesn't want to tell me who's been sent off. Somebody has definitely been sent off for Slavia Prague, I can tell you that. It's Boril who's gone off on the hour mark. And it's Paphos 2, Slavia Prague 1. Paphos leading and Slavia Prague down to 10 men. Here come Qarabag. Any goal now, even at this stage, will be a consolation, but they'd love to get one for their travelling fans. Here they come inside the Liverpool penalty area. Square back, shot comes in. That's blocked by Virgil van Dijk. And Liverpool can clear. Remember last time they were defending, they ended up scoring, didn't they? Van Dijk comes forward. He's almost over the halfway line. Florian Wirtz. They've got so many men forward here, Liverpool. Wirtz, right-hand side of the D. He's going to have a shot himself. Takes the deflection, loops over the bar. Corner for Liverpool. Well, I think they've just decided to go for it here, Qarabag, just to get a goal. They might as well lose this one. I think they'd rather lose 7-1 than lose 4-0. They'd like to get a goal on the score sheet, wouldn't they? It's PSG 1, Newcastle 1, by the way. That second Newcastle goal was ruled out through VAR, offside, Joe Willock. So it's still one apiece between the champions. And, well, I'm hearing Benfica have got another one against Real Madrid. Liverpool have got this corner. I'll give you updates on that in a second, but not a good evening for Los Blancos. At this stage, they're still going to qualify in the top 8, but obviously, again, that could still change. Soboslai with the corner for Liverpool, right-footed. In it comes, and cleared at the near post in the end. Hash clear by Karfalikriev. Out towards the near side, Liverpool come again. Soboslai with the cross, right-footed. Might fall at the far post for Gakpo, who volleys it over the bar when he could have done better, I think. And the offside flag was up anyway, so that spared the blushes of Cody Gakpo. So it's all happening. Everything is going on at the moment. There's goals going in left, right and centre, and it's hard to keep up with them. But Benfica have gone 3-1 up now, and Andreas Schirderup has got their third. It's now Benfica 3, Real Madrid 1. Real Madrid led that game through Kylian Mbappe. They now trail 3-1. Here come Liverpool again, edge of the penalty area. Wirtz tries to play through Salah. It's cleared again. Comes to Soboslai, edge of the penalty area. Ekitike can't control it. Might come from McAllister. It must be another one. McAllister puts it in. It's 5-0 to Liverpool. And the Argentinian gets his second. And I tell you what, the two goals that he scored this evening, he won't score easier goals, two more easier goals in his whole career. The tap in with the head from the corner in the first half, and in the second half, he's tapped in there following a fluid Liverpool move. And the ball just broke kindly to him inside the penalty area, and he's tapped it in. And it's now Liverpool 5, Qarabag 0. Wirtz pokes it towards Soboslai. Soboslai with the ball through. And there was an offside. It was Cody Gakpo, though, who was offside. As the ball comes through from Soboslai, Ekitike can't quite control it. It comes off the defender and just fortuitously just drops to McAllister. It comes off the The number 2, Matthias Silva, falls beautifully for Alexis McAllister, and he rounds the goalkeeper, taps it into the empty net, and it's now Liverpool 5, Real Madrid, Qarabag 0. Being updated on that Real Madrid game. So it is 3-1 to Benfica against Real Madrid. It's 5-0 here to Liverpool against Qarabag, and to be fair, Liverpool could go on to score get into double figures here the way this game's going. They really could. It's 5-0, and we're only just over the hour mark. And Bayern Munich have taken the lead. Jamal Musiala scored at PSV, so PSV 0, Bayern Munich 1. They're going to finish second. We kind of already knew that anyway, I think, didn't we, about Bayern. Barcelona are in front against Copenhagen. That changes a lot in the table. We'll come back to that in a second. Barcelona 2, Copenhagen 1, and it's Lamine Yamal. Of course it's Lamine Yamal, isn't it? The teenager who's got the goal there for Barcelona to put them in front. Back at the Nou Camp, of course, as they are. So we'll just give you an update. We'll just break off a minute because Liverpool coming forward again. Here's Ekitike. He wants another one. Ekitike inside the penalty. Just runs it a little bit wide. He's going to get a corner, though, because the touch has come off of Matthias Silva. And Liverpool, I think they're up to 8 now. Corners. They're up to 5 goals. We know that. And they've got another corner here. They had their 8th, indeed, of the evening. Good work again by Ekitike. He's having a good evening. No changes thus far. Liverpool, by the way, on the bench. Mamadashvili, Nalo Woodman, Chiesa, Kirkez, Neoni, Morrison, Endo, who's come on, and Nguma. And Andy Robertson is going to take this latest corner for Liverpool. Over on the far side, the Liverpool left. It's going to be a left-footed outswinger. Andy Robertson, arm goes up into the air, left-footed, and it comes. Might fall for Van Dijk. Medina can't quite get it cleared. Oh, and Van Dijk does have a second opportunity, and right-footed blazes it over the bar when I think he could have done better, actually. He's disappointed with himself, the Liverpool captain. He had the initial header, it hit the defender couldn't clear it, comes back to Van Dijk, and then right-footed over the bar it goes. And Guma's being readied, by the way, by Arne Slot. First change for the hosts. And so what else have we got going on? Atletico Madrid 1, Bodo Glimt 2. Well, they beat Manchester City. They're now beating, they're making a double change, by the way, Liverpool, by the looks of things. They're now beating Atletico Madrid. What on earth is going on? What a huge, huge storyline that could be. Atletico Madrid, Bodo Glimt 1. Kasper Hugh has got that goal. I hope I'm pronouncing that one right. It's Athletic Club 2, Sporting 2 now. And Trincao has got the equaliser for the Portuguese. So it's 2 apiece in that one. Leverkusen have gone 3 up against Villarreal. Alex Grimaldo's got the 3rd for the Germans. And Chelsea have just equalised here against Napoli. Napoli 2, Chelsea 2. João Pedro, the Brazilian, has got that one. So it's all happening. And Real Madrid have just got another one, by the way. You know who scored that one. Kylian Mbappe's got a second. He's on a hat-trick. Benfica 3, Real Madrid 2. It's changing constantly. But as it currently stands, Arsenal top with 24, Bayern second with 21, Liverpool third 18, Spurs fourth 17, still leading Frankfurt. They are by goal to 0. Barcelona now. See, I told you that was how things had changed. Now Barca are winning. They were trailing, of course, by a goal to 0. They're now winning, and in the top 8, Barca are 5th, Man City is 6th. Does Liverpool come again? And it almost falls for Ekitike. Medina gets it clear. Medina is so insistent on playing out from the back. He's got it all wrong, and Liverpool could have another, but it's cleared. And well, they nearly shot themselves in the foot there, did the visitors, because the ball was played into the box. Medina got there first. Medina was just so reluctant to blast the ball clear. He wanted to play it out from the back, and he tried to sort of play it around Ekitike, and he lost possession inside his own penalty area, just messing around with it as he was closed down by Cody Gakpo. Gakpo won the ball back, tried to square it back to Ekitike. He would have had a tap-in on the goal line pretty much, and they got it clear. But he's a lucky man, is Medina. Let's put it that way. Here's these 2 changes then for Liverpool. And Treyarch is coming on, the young 18-year-old. Off comes Florian Wirtz. He's got his goal this evening, has the German. Also, Hugo Ekitike has as well, and he's coming off. So a double change for Arne Slot with his team midway through the second half, leading Qarabag by 5 goals to 0. And really enjoying themselves. So Barcelona are in 5th, Man City 6th, Real are 7th, despite losing. PSG are 8th despite drawing with Newcastle. Newcastle now are out of the bottom 8, of the top 8 I should say. Qarabag going to make some changes as well, by the way. 16 and 18 are the numbers up on the board. Danny Bolt, the Brazilian, is coming on. That's the first change. And they're going to make another couple of changes. The number 18, Danny Bolt, is on. Leandro Andrada, the number 15, is off. The number 44, Elvin Kafarkuliev, he's coming off. That's 2 changes for Qarabag. And there's a third one imminent as well. And Duran has come off. That's the 3 players that have come off. On has come Bayramov, Tural Bayramov, the number 27. And the other player that's coming on is Nariman Akunzada, the number 7 for the visitors. So that's 3 changes apiece. Liverpool with Endo, of course, who came on in the first half very early. Disappointing, or really unlucky for Liverpool, with Jeremy Frimpong being pulling up injured and having to be replaced by the Japanese Endo, which was a really bad start to the evening for Liverpool, but they've certainly put that to bed, haven't they, with 5 goals and still over 20 minutes left for play. They are enjoying themselves here on Merseyside, as that was just slightly overran, is it? Down towards the byline goes Nguma, but he's overran that one, and it's behind for a goal kick to Qarabag. Barcelona are well on their way now. They were trailing by 1-0. They're now leading by 3 goals to 1 at the Nou Camp. And it's a penalty, I believe, as well, which has gone in for them. And Rafinha, the Brazilian, has got that one. So Barcelona 3, Copenhagen 1, and Barcelona now, didn't look like they were earlier, are well on course for a top 8 finish here in the Champions League, as are Liverpool here at Anfield, leading by 5 goals to 0 with 20 minutes left on the clock. They're pinging it around beautifully out towards Nguma. It goes. He fancies a run maybe at the right back. Does he? No, he just cuts in field. Then he does turn him. Holds it up over on the far side. He's running rings at the moment around Danny Bolt over on the far side. Infield it goes to Cody Gakpo. Gets the ball back again. Now it's Gakpo again. Left-hand side of the penalty area. Gakpo pokes it back to Nguma. Left-hand corner of the penalty area. Back it goes towards the gloved Nyoni. Now it's Soberslai getting involved, and there's going to be a free kick there in a very dangerous position, and the referee is finally getting his yellow card out, which he hadn't done up until this point. But that foul on, I think it was it Soberslai on the edge of the penalty? I'm just looking at a replay now. It's on Cody Gakpo. It's the number 2, Mateus Silva, the Brazilian, who's going to go into the book. First yellow card of the evening, and a free kick for Liverpool. They've already scored from a direct free kick on the edge of the penalty. This one a little bit further out, about 30 yards from goal. Mo Salah scoring from the right-hand side of the D. And I think Soberslai is going to fancy this one a little bit further out. Currently Salah and Soberslai behind it. Maybe Salah's fancying a double after what he did earlier. Or will it be Liverpool's player of the season, in my view? Jankovic has been booked. So Jankovic booked. So is it Soberslai or is it Mo Salah? 30 yards out. They're concocting something here. They concocted something beautifully earlier, didn't they, with that little touch by... Well, it looks like Gakpo's getting involved now, actually. Is Gakpo going to fancy this one? Salah with the left foot or Gakpo with the right? I think Gakpo's going to have a go here. Gakpo, right-footed. Ooh, good effort. Yard or so over the bar and behind for a goal kick. It's a decent effort from the Dutchman. Just stepped up, got it over the wall beautifully, just couldn't get it down as much as he wanted. Union SG have scored against Atalanta. That was one of the only remaining games that was goalless. They've gone up a goal to the good. Well, that free kick must have taken a deflection. I've looked at a replay of it and I couldn't see any deflection at all on that free kick. It must have taken a little nick off of somebody in the wall as it went over the wall, because it's, or according to the referee it has, because it's gone behind for a corner from the far side. So Liverpool have their 9th corner of the evening. Left-footed, in it comes towards Van Dijk with the header. Oh! And just over the bar. Another big opportunity to Virgil van Dijk from a set piece. totally unmarked and just couldn't direct his header where he wanted it to. Be disappointed with himself there, Van Dijk. That's a couple of times he's had opportunities. Chiesa is being readied for Liverpool. In fact, they're going to make another double change by the looks of things. Can certainly see that Federico Chiesa's going to be coming on shortly, with his side thumping Qarabag by 5 goals to nil. It's 2-0 at half-time. Alexis McAllister got the first. Florian Wirtz got the second. 3 more since half-time. Mo Salah from the free kick. Hugo Ekitike got in on the out, and then Alexis McAllister with another one. And here are the changes then for Arne Slot. And it's going to be a senior debut for Amara Nalo, the number 65, 19 years of age. And he's going to get his first run out in a senior game for the first time in a second. The throw-in is taken over on the far side, first of all, for Liverpool. It's back with Alisson. Just inside the D. At Gravenberg, who's had to play centre-back this evening. And on it goes over towards the far side. Liverpool already over the halfway line as they look for goal number 6. Szoboszlai inside the centre circle. Goes back to Gravenberg, now square to his left, and Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk advancing down that left-hand side for Liverpool. Goes out to Nguma over on the far side. He's level with the edge of the penalty area, looking to take on Matheus Silva, who's on a yellow card, of course, now. He's got to be careful. Back to Szoboszlai, out towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. Low ball into the box, cut out by Medina. Corner for Liverpool, and they're in double figures now for corners, are Arne Slot's men. But before all of that, they're going to make these changes. Cody Gakpo is coming off, and he's going to be replaced by Federico Chiesa, the Italian, who's had very few opportunities since coming to Anfield. Dominic Szoboszlai's evening is over as well. There was talk of Chiesa leaving Anfield as well, but I think maybe with Liverpool's lack in depth that they have at the moment through injuries, they've kept hold of him. I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. Certainly Andy Robertson looks as if he was going somewhere, and that looked like being to North London and Tottenham, but that appears to have fallen through. And I think the fact Andy Robertson is playing tonight has confirmed that deal is not going to take place. Still a few days left, of course, of the January transfer window. Corner for Liverpool over on the far side, the Liverpool left. Quarter of an hour to play here at Anfield. In it comes, left-footed. Van Dijk again gets the header, but this time it just floats into the arms of the Qarabag goalkeeper Mateusz Kuchelski, who's made a couple of decent saves this evening. And despite that, he's been beaten on 5 occasions. And here come Liverpool again with Gravenberg, McAllister out towards the inside left position. Immediately in field again to Gravenberg. Gravenberg, is he going to have a shot on the edge of the penalty area? Comes to Chiesa. What a first-time shot that would have been if he'd scored from there. Well, he did get the shot in. It's deflected. It's gone over the bar. Another Liverpool corner. And what an introduction that would have been for the Italian. Turned just inside the penalty area, and his shot hits the defender and balloons over the bar into the cop. Corner for Liverpool. Another one. 11. Left-footed in-swinger incoming for the Merseysiders. Mohamed Salah will take it in towards the near post. Cleared at the near post for Qarabag. Here's Trey Nyoni. In towards the penalty area it goes, just slightly overran in the end by Endo, and Qarabag couldn't clear. Just hearing Tottenham have got a second, that could be huge as far as a top 8 finish. That could confirm a top 8 finish for Thomas Frank's men, and Thomas Frank, who is under an enormous amount of pressure Premier League-wise. Well, they seem to be able to get the job done, don't they, in Europe, Tottenham? Winning the Europa League, of course, last season, despite finishing 17th in the Premier League. They're struggling in the nether regions of the Premier League as well this season, but they're comfortably heading into a last 16 place in the Champions League, because they lead Eintracht Frankfurt now by 2-0. And Dominic Solanke has got that game for Spurs. It was Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Spurs 2. And in the live table, Spurs are in 4th at the moment. My goodness, Spurs could be 3 of the top 4 teams being English. Arsenal are going to win the group. We know that. 24 points for them. Bayern are going to finish second, but it could, and it is at the moment, Liverpool third, Spurs fourth, Barca fifth, Man City sixth, Real Madrid seventh, and reigning champions PSG just sneaking in. But it just needs a change in one of the other games to push out the reigning champions, or a goal, of course, there. That is on a knife edge, that one, because at the moment PSG are heading into the top 8 ahead of Newcastle, the team they're playing, on goals scored, because they're both locked on 14 points and a goal difference of plus 10 each. It really is on a knife edge. It's not a knife edge here. It's lovely and comfortable for Liverpool. Just the evening Arne Slot would have liked after that disappointment of losing that game so late on against Bournemouth at the weekend. And here are Liverpool over on the far side. Here's Andy Robertson. PSV Eindhoven equalised against Bayern Munich. Bayern are going to finish second anyway in the group. Ismail Sabari has got that goal for the Dutch champions. So it's one apiece, and all that means is that Bayern is still in second, but they're on 19 points rather than 21 points, which was a few points closer to Arsenal. There's a Qarabag player down, 12 minutes left for play. They're going to get a free kick. Chiesa came in on, I think it was Pedro Bacalhau, the Brazilian. Back on his feet now, indeed it is. It will be a free kick for Qarabag, but nothing more. Just that one yellow card dished out so far, 2 yellow cards I should say. Matías Silva and Marko Jankovic, the 2 Qarabag players. No Liverpool player has yet gone into our referee Ivan Trusliak's book. Liverpool with possession. Again, Mo Salah down that right-hand side. Here's Endo advancing now, right side of the penalty area. Cross right-footed. It's a good delivery as well. And Chiesa just couldn't get quite his head on it. It falls out towards, breaks out towards the far side. But it's come off of a Liverpool player, so it'll be a throw into Qarabag in their right-back position. Throw-in is taken. Cleared long by Matías Silva. Bonnie's it clear. They put up a lot better fight in the first half, Qarabag. They really did. They've really struggled in this second half to get out. They've barely been in the Liverpool half, and they've lost possession again through Gravenberg. Back it goes to the halfway line, just to the left of the halfway line, and that's a poor one, a sloppy one from Andy Robertson. Qarabag at least will get over the halfway line here. Potentially they do get over the halfway line with Jonathan Montiel over on the far side. Just holds the ball up, clips it towards the edge of the 18-yard line. Held up nicely. Montiel again, in between 2 Liverpool defenders, can't get through, and it's going to be a Liverpool possession again as they come towards the halfway line. Good work as well by Trey Nyoni. Back towards the edge of his own penalty area he goes. Ball out of defence from Virgil van Dijk. Endo's on his way. They're fancying a 6th here, Liverpool. On it goes to Mohamed Salah. Cuts into his left foot. Towards the edge of the penalty area it goes. It's slightly overran. It's cleared. And just hearing Dortmund 0 into 1. That could be a big goal in the top 8. Update you on that in a second. It's been goalless for a long time in Germany, but Inter have got their noses in front, and that could have huge ramifications on the qualification places. So it's Borussia Dortmund 0 into 1, and it's Federico Di Marco, the defender, who's got that goal for Inter. Qarabag are going to make a change. That puts Inter Milan into 8th place. This is the big thing. Inter in 8th, and that means reigning champions Paris Saint-Germain will have to go through the playoffs for a second season running, because Inter have gone ahead of the Parisians unless they can get a goal against Newcastle at the Parc des Princes. 10 minutes left here at Anfield. Qarabag making a change. They're bringing on the number 11 Emmanuel Ade, the Ghanaian, and he's going to replace the number 10 Abdellah Zubair, the Frenchman. It really is on a knife edge, isn't it, in some of these matches? Real Madrid still trailing Benfica, by the way, by 3 goals to 2. But as it stands, Los Blancos will just about be going through. But that could change if Chelsea were to take the lead and either PSG and Newcastle. So that's how quickly things can change. Just a goal here, a goal there, and it all could potentially change. But it is still 1 apiece at the Parc des Princes. It's 5-0 here for Liverpool. As down towards the left-hand side comes Nguma trying to get the cross in, and in the end he's lost possession and he's conceded the free kick, actually, in trying to win it back. He was trying to win it back off of Danny Bolt. couldn't do so. It was all over the back of him. Free kick to Qarabag in their right back position. And we've got 8 minutes left for play here at Anfield. Liverpool 5, Qarabag 0. The 12 times winners of the Azerbaijan Premier League have been put to the sword, or have been put to the sword. And the only surprise is that Liverpool haven't added to the goals that they've scored in this second half. Thus far, there's still time. Still time for more. And this will be Liverpool's 6th win of the tournament. There's going to be 6 wins and 2 defeats for Arne Slot-Spen. Those 2 defeats, Galatasaray away by 0-0, and then that surprising 4-1 defeat against PSV Eindhoven. For Qarabag, they're going to be in the playoffs. And I'm hearing that Chelsea have scored. I'm just getting confirmation of that in a second. Here come Liverpool with Mo Salah right inside of the penalty area, leaves it for Endo down towards the byline, cuts the ball back, and Medina clears the near post out towards this near side, and Qarabag can get the ball clear. Really, really good work from Endo down this near side. Here come over the halfway line the visitors for about the first time in this second half, with Danny Bolt loses possession. Well, it didn't last long, did it? And Liverpool have possession back midway inside their own half. Here's Virgil van Dijk, and it goes inside the centre circle towards Trey and Yoni. Yoni just holds the ball up and goes back to Endo, who's slotted in well, to be fair. Had to come on, of course, so early on due to that injury to Jeremy Frimpong, which we hope isn't too serious. Frimpong off, and Liverpool forced into a change at the back. And they already had Gravenberg starting at centre-back, just confirming how stretched they currently are, this Liverpool side. Their squad stretched to the limit as Nguma goes down the far side again, down towards the corner flag. They've still got Connor Bradley out. They've got... and it might fall kindly there inside the penalty area for a Liverpool player in the form of Chiesa. It didn't cleared, and Endo picks up the pieces. And it's João Pedro, by the way, who's got the goal for Chelsea. It's Napoli 2, Chelsea 3. What a topsy-turvy game that one is. Chelsea were 1 up. Chelsea were 2-1 down. Well, Chelsea are now 3-2 up, and they're heading into the last 16 as it stands. They lead Antonio Conte's side by 3-2. Liverpool poke a ball through to Mohamed Salah. That one goes behind. It's a goal kick for Qarabag. We're inside the last 5 minutes, and the Azerbaijanis are making another change because Jonathan Montiel is coming off, and he's going to be replaced by Musa Kabadli for the last 5 minutes. So just to confirm, Chelsea now leading Napoli by 3-2. João Pedro's got his second, and Bayern Munich have gone back in front against PSV Eindhoven. You know who has scored that one. Harry Kane. So Napoli 2, Chelsea 3. And there has been another goal in another game I'm just getting confirmation of. It's Ajax 1, Olympiacos 2. Santiago Hetze has got that goal. And Paphos have gone 3-1 up now against 10 men, Slavia Prague, Anderson Silva. So all of that means that Arsenal top, Bayern second, Liverpool here third, 18. Spurs are fourth, Barca are fifth. Liverpool going to get another corner down this near side as the attempted cross from Mo Salah is cut out by Jankovic. Corner for Liverpool. They're up to 12 now. Chelsea are 6th, Man City 7th, Real Madrid at 8th. Reigning champions PSG now down in 10th. They're not currently qualifying unless they can get a winner. If they can get a winner, then they would push Real Madrid out of the top 8, incredibly, unless Real Madrid can get an equaliser. And if they could, Man City might be out of the top 8. It's going down to the wire. Cross comes in. The corner from Mohamed Salah, and it's headed behind by Medina at the near post for Qarabag. But it'll be another Liverpool corner. That makes it 13 now. So it's all very close. Just to confirm, in 8th place, it's Real Madrid with 15. Inter at the moment are out of the top 8, just on goal difference with 15. Then PSG on 14. Here comes the corner towards the far post this time. And a header from Endo, who popped up at the far post straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. PSG are on 14, Newcastle on 14. Those two teams, of course, playing each other. Sporting are on 14. They're drawing with Athletic Club. Could be a huge opportunity for them if they could get the win, Sporting Lisbon. And Qarabag, who are watching safely in 22nd place and heading into the playoff round. Long ball forward now for Qarabag towards the halfway line. They'd love a goal, wouldn't they? Their fans behind the goal towards our left-hand side at the Anfield Road end would love a goal in this second half, in the latter stages, to take back to that as a memory. And that long journey back to Azerbaijan. Here's Endo, low ball back towards the halfway line for Liverpool. And Amara Nalo, who's back there now, making his first senior cap for Arne Slot's side, finds Van Dijk, gets the ball back immediately from the Dutch captain. Now it's Salah down this near side. Looks like Salah's going to see 90 minutes in. Left-footed ball into the box is a beauty! And somehow, and only he will know how, Alexis McAllister couldn't connect to it. Otherwise, he had a hat-trick, the Argentinian. I don't quite know. He didn't connect with that. He won't ever get a better chance to score a hat-trick. I tell you, he's on 2 goals. Salah curls the ball in. He runs in between the 2 defenders, sticks out the right leg and just completely misses it from about 6 yards. I don't honestly know how McAllister... I think he just must have taken his eye off the ball for a second to look at where the keeper was, maybe. And it's resulted in him completely missing the ball. And the hat-trick was there for him. It remains 5-0. Salah couldn't have done any more. Smile on the face of the Egyptian. And disappointment for Alexis McAllister. Qarabag have played the ball long inside the Liverpool area. There's the towering header, clear from Virgil van Dijk. I'm hearing Arsenal have got a 4th against Kara Almaty late on. The goal is scored by Gabriel Jesus, so Arsenal 4. We already knew that they were going to win the group phase, and that's exactly what they've done. What they have done, Arsenal, is they've done it first because they are going to win 8 out of 8, which nobody has ever done before. Obviously, this is only the 2nd year of the group phase. But it's going to be 24 points from 24 as Liverpool go long. That's going to go right into the arms of the goalkeeper. So Arsenal 4, Karat 1. Liverpool think they've won possession back at the edge of the penalty area, but there's a foul there by Rio Nguma, so it'll be a free kick for Carrot just on the edge of their own penalty area, and we are in now the last minute of the 90. It's been comfortable for Liverpool ever since Alexis McAllister nodded in following a corner in the 15th minute, the second from Florian Wirtz in the 21st, 2-0 at half-time. And then in the second half, a free kick from Mo Salah, Hugo Ekitike getting in on the act, and Alexis McAllister getting a 5th, and they might be on for another one. This must be 6, it must be! It's tapped in by Chiesa. Lovely move from Liverpool, one end to the other, and it was put on a plate for the Italian, and he puts the icing on the cake, coming off the bench, and he's got Liverpool 6th in the 90th minute. It's Liverpool 6, Qarabag 0, and it's Franco Chiesa, a man who struggled to get into the Liverpool team, but he's come on as a late substitute, and he's got the goal now. Is he onside? It's very, very tight. It will be looked at. It's a very, very tight one. But what's interesting actually is the assist was from Virgil van Dijk. He ran forward, continued his run, put it on a plate for Chiesa, couldn't miss, tapped it in. That Arsenal goal, I think, has been ruled out, by the way, by VAR. Chiesa puts it in. VAR are looking at it on this one. It's very, very tight with Chiesa. Does it really matter? They're leading. It's either 5-0 or it's 6-0. Well, we're just waiting on this one. We're in stoppage time now, just a couple of minutes. And there's the confirmation that that goal does stand for Franco Chiesa. So it's Liverpool 6, Qarabag 0. And there's the icing on the cake for Franco Chiesa and Liverpool 6-0. Still PSG 1, Newcastle 1, by the way, in stoppage time, and still Real Madrid, Benfica 3, Real Madrid 2. We've played a minute of stoppage time, and Qarabag go long. They'll be disappointed with their second half performance. They put in a real show in the first half, despite trailing by 2-0. They had their moments in the first half, and unfortunately for them, they've not had any moments in the second half. Maybe they've kept the best till last. They are coming forward now over the halfway line. At least that's something, and it's with the substitute Danny Bolt. Can he get the cross in from the right-hand side of the penalty area? They've got 2-3 players in that penalty area. It's looped across towards the far post, bounces a couple of times, goes behind goal kick, and that, I think, will be that. Very comfortable for Liverpool. It's going to be a top 4 finish for them in the Champions League for the second season running. They're going to finish, well, unless anything else dramatically changes, it looks like they're going to finish third on 18 points with 6 wins and 2 defeats behind Arsenal and Bayern Munich. Liverpool playing out of defence for the last time. Van Dijk over towards the far side, and there goes the final whistle, and it's job done for Liverpool and Arne Slot. They are through automatically to the last 16 of the Champions League, and they've put the Azerbaijan champions Qarabag to the sword tonight. 6 goals, 2 from McAllister, 1 from Florian Wirtz, 1 from Mo Salah, 1 from Uge Ekitike, 1 from Federico Chiesa. It's finished here at Anfield. Liverpool 6, Qarabag 0. Thanks very much for listening, and do enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.